Okay, so I'm working on the page, and so what's happening is this big important princess is showing up, and so I don't know if we've been following along lately. The gang, the performers, the bounty hunters are practicing some martial arts, and they're having chit chats while it's not their turn. And the very pretty approaching middle-aged petite lady that is Suzen Triadé. She is the regent of the nearby town of Farmhelm, and she's just showing up. You can see my little thumbnail of this very page. Is that I originally there's Cricket in the corner right here, and he's like, "Hey guys, I think we got company," and we got like the gang rolling in with the crew. Is what's happening here, and so I got a pretty good idea of what Suzen looks like. Yeah, so she's been the regent of this town. She came in as a princess. She's the princess of the king way over here. Oh, I love her travel boots. I am so... This is the lady with some money, and she's like, I want good boots. I'm a pretty lady, fancy royalty, but I'm going to travel. I want the best fucking boots. So I put some love into did some Pinterest research for those. Her father, Regent... What the fuck is his name? I got a little like document up here that has all my character names. Augustus Triadé is her father. He is the king of the town of the same name, Triadé. The Triadé family line has ruled it since, as far as anyone remembers. And Augustus Triadé is the king of Triadé. They're sort of like a political dichotomy between the king and the priest. And across this desert that they used to banish people to, there's a little settlement town, a little farming town called Farmhelm. And they're like, we would like some political jurisdiction over there. So dude sends his daughter to travel across the desert to become like a puppet ruler of this place. And she was supposed to marry a dude named Higden Toyskiel, who's from this kingdom up here. So kingdom from the north, kingdom from the west, all both send their like son and daughter. Okay, you two go get married, rule this land for us, and we'll kind of like have political influence. So the two of them got there, and they're like, you know what? Fuck our parents. Just fuck it. This is not so. They get along. They're friends, but they're like, I don't want to marry you. We're not. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, no, this isn't the thing we're gonna do. And so they just kind of like, no, this arranged marriage is bullshit. We both want to live our lives. So Suzen Triadé says, okay, and she's like a teenager, right? Higden, I did say his name right. Higden Toyskiel. He's, later, I think they're like 16 and 19 or whatever. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, they're like, no, we're not getting married and fuck this. And so Susan's like, okay, listen, I was supposed to just kind of like take over here, but no, fuck that. I'm going to take all the schooling I got about politics and just kind of like set up some good, like people-based politics here. They kind of invent democracy. Not quite, as best as they can figure. It's like Suzen actually
constitutional monarchy.
Yeah, whatever. Basically, Suzen is like she's raised from birth to be a politician, schooled in politics and how this all works. And her dad sent her over here to like marry the prince of that other place and rule this place as kind of a puppet leader. She's like, no, fuck that. I'm smarter than that. So she comes in and says, all right, I was supposed to take over, but fuck that. What do y'all actually want? Mm-hmm. Now, this place is a desert settlement originally peopled by exiled blasphemers. And it was almost all men that lived in this place until they died. And then at one point, this woman who's colloquially referred to as Mother Adeline arrives with her twin daughters, managed to survive the trip across the desert after being banished. She's revered as a goddess. So this culture finally has any women at all in it, treats them with utter matriarchal respect and protection, and becomes a woman-worshipping farmer colony that's like women are the best thing in the world. You treat them nicely, and so on and so on. And so that was hundreds of years ago, and so now it's a thriving city. There's generally equal rights, generally equal population. And then this young lady comes in, said, I was supposed to take over because my dad said to, but I don't want to. What do you all want? And they're like, you know what? Because of that, we're kind of in for you being in charge because we already respect a woman that can fucking cross the desert. And so it just kind of played into their archetype. So she becomes I won't say elected, but selected leader of the town. And so she then goes and hires like people that are capable of running a town. She doesn't fire most of the government that was already there. And the fellow that she was supposed to marry, he becomes leader of the guard. And she has been doing this for about 22 years. So she's now 38. She arrived as like a 16-year-old teenager. She's still like a pretty lady, but hitting middle age in a medieval fantasy scenario, and beloved, and very, very talented, very smart, and obviously very famous. So, getting back to what's going on is the performers, our little bounty hunters in this little troupe, look around while they're practicing. Like, is that the fucking princess rolling in with her crew? That's what's going on in this page. Thank you all for sitting to my delving into my into my little world building fun shit. So
it is always a pleasure to hear Wild Azalea's lore. Lizards?
Yeah, lizards. That's another thing altogether. So what I'm trying to do right now is design her crew. That's what I'm working on tonight. Thank you all for being so patient this long.